This election season in Houston, there's been a lot of discussion of the so-called hero ordinance. My name is Carl Jarvis, and I'm a candidate for Houston City Council District C against incumbent Ellen Cohen, who was one of the architects of the hero ordinance. And while I believe that there's many more important issues that we should be talking about, like the budget, like the Rebuild Houston program, and the pension situation, since a lot of people seem to want to talk about hero, let's talk about hero. Recently, I was in a mayoral candidate forum, and I heard one of the mayoral candidates put it this way: we can't let anyone feel discriminated against in our city, and that's what the hero ordinance is about. Now, hearing that remark and hearing it put just that way, it raised a question in my mind. If the hero ordinance is supposed to protect how people feel, so that they don't feel like they're being discriminated against, then how can a law like that be justly enforced? Let me put that question a different way. Around a year ago, my family, my wife, my kids, and I were at a restaurant. It was our first time at the restaurant. We'd never been there before, and we were enjoying our meal. The kids were acting well behaved. They're generally well behaved, at least in public. And then something interesting happened. I noticed that the owner was going around speaking to different tables, asking them how their meals were. And when he approached our table, I was expecting to give him a great review of the meal. It was great food. And then the owner proceeded to walk straight by our table, skipping our table and going to the next table to talk to them. And my wife and I were a bit puzzled by this. And then we started looking around the restaurant, and we realized that we were the only family that was there with kids. Now, my question as it relates to the hero ordinance is, if families with kids were protected under the hero ordinance, which they're not, by the way, at least as far as I understand, but suppose they were, would this incident have given us the grounds to file a complaint against that restaurant and the owner of that restaurant? Because the way that the hero ordinance is worded, it says that businesses cannot intentionally discriminate. And under that vague definition, I want to know, was my family intentionally discriminated that day? Because we weren't denied service, we weren't asked to leave, but we were made to feel very unwelcomed and very uncomfortable. Needless to say, we haven't been back to that restaurant since. But again, it raises this question in my mind: how can we have a legal standard that depends on how a person was made to feel? How can we ask businesses, in addition to providing their service, to ensure a person's mood and emotional state the whole time that they're there? And where does it leave our great city if we make businesses legally liable for what amounts to hurting people's feelings? In my opinion, that's not just absurd, it's dangerous. Now, my name is Carl Jarvis. I'm a candidate for Houston City Council District C. And if you have similar questions and concerns about this law, I would love to have your support. Please vote for me in the upcoming Houston City election. Thank you.